guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, please subscribe down below, give this video a like, and today we're going to be doing a shop with me slash homemade cook with me homemade lasagna, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you to Glow Up Beauty by Jennifer Metcalf, and Rebecca Martin for being the first people to comment on my last video. Without any further ado, let's just get into the video. Okay, I'm going to attempt to do this. I don't know how well it's going to work. The lighting is like super bright right now. We're on our way to Walmart. I'm going to attempt to make lasagna.
And take all the AC.
I didn't take all the AC. You can turn it towards you. Clean the bedrooms and the bathrooms and do a video on that. Do a...
Oh, no way out.
What?
There's a car coming.
Yeah, but in the other lane. I want to do a video on making the lasagna. I have a ton of laundry to fold.
Talking to me or the camera?
Both. And we gotta pick up Sissy sometime today and drop off Bubby. So, got a lot to do. I don't know what all I'm gonna get done today, but I would like to get the lasagna video and possibly the cleaning video done. If I could get you to cut the zucchini and the
Talking to me or the camera?
you. Plus, I've never frozen a lasagna, and it would be nice to have, especially the eggplant one, already made and frozen. All you gotta do is like cook it, but it would only be for like the regular amount of time, because I'm gonna cook all the meat and stuff in it. You just gotta cook it for the eggplant. We should look into getting you some chamomile, and
I think I got into both. I think I might have gotten into poison ivy and poison sumac. See, this is different than this.
Well, I was thinking we should probably give you an oatmeal bath too.
You gonna bathe me?
No, what you do is take like pantyhose or a sock or something, and
Put oatmeal in it?
yeah, put an oatmeal in it and tie it around the faucet, and you just soak in a oatmeal bath. Oatmeal calms your skin.
I'm not wasting my oatmeal.
I'm telling you, it calms your skin. You're gonna feel better.
Speaking of which, I'm almost to the point where I've got to get like a $50 thing of protein powder.
Well, and you need, we should look into getting you some chamomile too, because that'll help with the itching. And
I would rather get the protein powder than waste my oatmeal and get chamomile.
Well, you need it. You're turning into a tomato. Don't sit here and tell me that
People love tomatoes.
your son doesn't get your sensitive skin, because look at you. Would you just look
That's
at
the
you?
first time I've had it.
Would you
First
just look at you? I'm tipping it.
Second off, anybody can get poison sumac.
Would you just look at it?
It's a flesh-eating thing.
Well, you need some oatmeal, and it wouldn't, like I said, you're only filling up a sock, so it would only be like a cup or two. Although
This is dry now, so I think it might actually be trying to get better.
as a kid, I was one of those people that always wanted like a TV in every single room, like one in the kitchen, so I could watch like cooking shows while I was cooking. But now everybody has these open floor plans, and if we could, like, in the future knock out that wall between the living room and the kitchen and put like a giant island there.
It'd be easier to buy you a TV for the kitchen.
I know it would, but it would be so much prettier, and it'd probably sell for more.
Like $300 left on the Lowe's card. How's that make you feel?
Still stressed. I mean, I'm glad that you went that route so we wouldn't have to spend our savings on that, and then because Saber is moving, you know, we got a We ended up getting a couch, which we needed, but it's still stressful because I don't want to be any more behind than we have to be. Real life problems. Hey, Bubby! Plus, I know how you are, and sometimes you get into where you like to eat the same foods all the time. And if we eat this lasagna, and then like next week you want a lasagna, it's already done, and I don't gotta sit there and wait for you to get home to prep it, because I cut off the tip of my finger, like, what was it, last year?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, last year, the year before, was we at the new house?
No, we weren't at the new house, but like,
So yeah.
you can see where I've got like a dent where it like bumps up, because I took like the dead skin and like made it reattach to the living skin. I was like, no, you're gonna stay on there. You're hanging on by like the smallest thread of skin, but you're gonna go back on. I feel a million times better after my shower.
Jeez.
You finally looking at the pictures?
Well, I looked at 2 different albums. I don't know why you didn't put them all in one.
Because
I never seen this one until just now.
I didn't mean to put them in 2 separate albums. I didn't make an album at all. I was trying to make an album, but the internet was being slow yesterday.
Well, maybe not album, but post.
It wouldn't let,
like 3 different posts.
It wouldn't let me put them in the same post either, because you can only upload 40 photos at a time, I think it said. So I had to do them separate.
One with 5, 6, 7, 8. You got one with 8, one with 35, and then you had another one with like 4 pictures on it.
It was being super slow too. Like I would try to post it and it'd just sit there. So then I'd like exit out of it and try to post it again. So that's why like one of the posts has the same exact pictures. I haven't missed having TV in the 5 years we've been together. Even movies.
We did get HBO Now to watch Game of Thrones.
Well, yeah, that, but like we got rid of it almost immediately after we got it. We literally only got it for Game of Thrones. What? Am I too close to that?
I think so.
Me too. Okay. Dad! We're not gonna hit it.
He's got a hitch that sticks out, baby.
Oh, well, it's okay.
Yeah, I don't think he would care, but I would care.
So a couple of you asked me to do a shop with me, and we're going to attempt to do that. I'm still kind of nervous about filming around a bunch of people. I feel like when I get around a crowd, people are going to look at me, but we're going to try. Cheese. How are you? Feel better? Well, I'm sorry.
We can tell that you don't know how to drive. So they're keeping the 30-foot rule.
Good. They should. Regardless if I can drive or not, it's just safer that way. It's just safer. Oh, it is hot. Look on your phone and see what the temperature is outside. I'm sweating. My mustache is sweating. My forehead is sweating. What's the temperature?
Oh, I don't even know. Should be probably like around 105. I mean, not actual temperature, but feels like 100. 89 feels like 100.
89 degrees. That does not. I guess, yeah, it feels like 100. 89. That's not bad though. And then we're gonna head home, I suppose. I will show you the groceries that we got because I didn't film too much in the store. It aggravates my husband, not because I'm filming, but because he doesn't want to be on camera and he gets embarrassed. So we also have like a shitload of snacks for the kids that my grandma had brought by when she came for Adam's birthday party. So we we didn't have to buy any of that, which was nice because as he goes through growth spurts, and Paisley too, sometimes they won't eat very much at all, but then sometimes they're snacking all day long. They're complicated creatures. Adam! Adam! Thank you! Thank you! Oh, you're so sweet. You're silly.
Why?
Because you should have filled, like, instead of paying for 2 separate thingamajigs, you should have put them in the tanks first, or filled your whatever you had to do, then filled the tanks and then put it straight into the gas tank, and then you would have only had one. Yeah.
Well, you don't pay too much attention then, do you? Because if you did, you know that I use 2 different fuels.
Oh.
I put regular in the car, I put premium in my other ones.
Oh. I didn't know you...
Premium's almost $3 a gallon, so I wasn't going to put $3 a gallon in the car.
I didn't know you used premium for the...
Exactly, because you don't pay that much attention.
Lawnmower? Or the weed whacker?
I didn't used to, but I'm going to start because I've heard the guys at work talking about it, and he's like, because they're small engines, it's premium works better on them than it would, a regular car, and it's just better on overall the whole motor. So I was like, all right, I'll start putting premium in it then.
The more you know.
I don't know. That's what they've said.
Okay.
Porky's like, yeah, I'd always put premium in my bow, my lawnmower, my 4-wheeler, anything like that. It always has premium.
Which one has to have the mix? The weed whacker?
Yeah, weed eater.
I don't know why I call it a weed whacker.
It's a northern thing.
It's a northern thing, like a stoop?
Yeah.
What else is a northern thing?
Max.
What?
Max.
Are you saying Nax?
Box.
Oh.
You say box. You get your box out of here. Like, get your box out of here.
Well, pins is a southern thing.
Pin?
I don't know whether you're talking about a push pin or a pin you write with.
I would say... I don't know what I would say.
Yeah.
Like a thumbtack is what you're calling a push pin? Like a sewing needle. Pin. What do you call a push pin?
Something with a pin. Like,
Alright, well there's a safety pin, which you know what that is. There's a thumbtack, which Lex was referring to as a push pin. And there's a pin, like the pin you write with. Or the pin, like you're locked up in the pin.
P-E-N is pen.
Pin.
Pen.
Pin.
Pen.
Yeah, pin. So it's it.
You're not that bad though, because when I first moved down here, like I really hadn't heard too many people with like serious accents until I met Ethan, because Kendra started dating him like a year or 2 after we moved down here, and he says sour
Sour sauce. Like Worcestershire sauce.
Sar. I was like, huh? What? What? Or like the teacher that made me cry because I didn't know how much do you like means.
How much do you like?
How much do you like? I was
like on something?
See, I don't know. I didn't know what that meant. I was like, what? How much do I like what? I like Gatorade an average amount. Like, I'm not obsessed with it. I can live without it. Like, what do you mean? How much do you like? That makes absolutely no sense.
My 5th grade teacher in Kansas' name was Miss Cole. But I said her name was Cole.
Uh-huh.
And everybody's like, your name's not Cole, it's Cole. I'm like, I'm saying Miss Cole. Cole. You make the L with the O. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean?
Like some Southerners, the way they say boots.
I wish you could have met Trey. He's fucking country country as they come. Him and Jerome, the guy I used to work with, Jerome. It's Ungen. He knows everything Ungen, and it's not a wasp, it's a wasp. Got a wasp factory.
Oh, you say warsh.
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 Warsh. Wash.
Wash. Wash. Is that a northern thing?
I wash my box.
Bro, you need to watch what you're doing.
Me?
Oh, I got a car coming up behind me. Come on. Come on.
This is about to fucking swoop around you. Go.
I don't want to be in the passing lane. I just didn't want to get hit by that car.
I know, you did what you're supposed to. That dude did what he wasn't supposed to. If it just got behind you, you'd have been over, and they'd have both been around us by now.
Yeah. People are just too impatient.
Someone's ready for bed.
Close to it.
About to be a year we've been living here. 29 more, baby. Don't sound bad when you look at it that way, does it?
Well, I think after we start getting stuff paid up and we stop having so many loans.
We're gonna move.
No.
I think we should.
We could pay it off sooner.
I think we should take like the next 10 years to get a new roof put on it, new siding put on it, new central heat and air unit put in. And I think we should try to rent it out, and that's smooth.
I'm okay with that, but I want to get everything paid up, and I want to like get to where we can pay extra on it, and then do those repairs without having like. If we could get the $200 a month loan paid off, and then we go a year like that, we could start saving even $100 a month to go towards something, even if it was. I don't know how much a new roof would be. Probably a couple thousand, right?
Yeah, I'd say probably 25, 3,000.
Okay, so it could still go towards a new roof. Then we could get the heating and air conditioning replaced. We could get a new breaker put in. We could do some updates or whatever you were wanting to do along the way. I think within 5 years we could probably have it where we could move out and rent it out.
I've got to mow the yard.
It will get easier if we can not take out any more loans. And
You want to mow the yard while I weed eat?
Not really, but I can if you really, really want me to. I just don't want to mess up your lawnmower, and I was going to clean the bathroom and the bedrooms. I've seen a lot of people mowing at night just because it's cooler. You never know.
I like to do early in the morning, but that's just not realistic.
Plus, people get annoyed when they're trying to sleep and
Well, I don't give a shit about that. I just can't get up that early. Unless I gotta work. Alright. Good
All right.
talk.
Good talk.
Break on 3.
This is our grocery haul. This is going to be for the lasagna I'm going to make. My husband's favorite snack is peanut butter and Greek yogurt. Juice. I mix it with water for the kids. Some of my husband's favorite breakfasts are these Jimmy Dean ones, and then the kids and me will eat these. Breakfast is a big one for the kids because, like I said before, they may not eat too much throughout the day depending on their mood, but breakfast is always one of those things that they have to have or they're always hungry for. Aluminum foil because we ran out and you can always use aluminum foil. Some cereal, not the healthy kind, but who cares. Cheese for the lasagnas. Ground beef for the lasagnas. An eggplant for one of the lasagnas. And a zucchini zucchinis for the other lasagnas because we usually make it with eggplant, but it's actually better to make it with zucchini. It's lower. Is it calorie count or carb count?
What?
To make lasagna with zucchini than eggplant.
Both?
Both calorie and carb?
Wait. Eggplant? What's the difference?
Yeah.
What? Taste, I guess? I think they're roughly the same.
You said that the zucchini was better. The last time we were.
It must be true.
Chicken, we were getting breasts for a long time, but when we do happen to meal prep, which isn't very often anymore, but when we do, the thighs actually stay moist longer.
Nice.
And they taste better, so we've been getting thighs for about 2 months now. I just prefer the dark meat, but after
Yes, he does.
after trying it, my husband likes it too, so that's just what we've been getting. I'm sure it's not as lean. I'm not like all into the whole macro counting or whatever, so I'm sure it's not as healthy as thighs, but oh well. These are for my daughter. She likes to snack and...
Are you not entertained?
She actually loves ramen noodles. Like, she'll just randomly bring you a package and ask you to cook them for her. So these are super nice, and
Can
they...
you come get this?
I don't know. They're super nice and they save money. And then these, my daughter actually loves these. These aren't the ones we usually get, but we're gonna see if they're just as good. Hopefully they are. If not, I'll have to look to see if Kroger has the ones we usually get. But yeah. And then I know how to make homemade tomato sauce, but I personally feel like boiling tomatoes smells disgusting, so I'd rather not. So we're just going to use the canned tomato sauce, and I think it tastes just as good, in my opinion. So then both my son and my husband are obsessed with bananas, mostly my son. So we got bananas. I'll probably have to pick some. I didn't say that you didn't like bananas. I'll probably have to pick some more up before the week is out, but they didn't have any green looking bananas. We like to get one pack that's like super green and one pack that's like almost yellow because they turn fast. And the total was actually like $140 something, but we use WIC, and WIC is like a government assistant thing, but it's not. Also, like, the only thing it covers are like the fruits and vegetables, the cheese, if we were to have gotten eggs, milk, like the things that they think your child needs for nutrition. So at the end it came out to $101 after WIC was taken off, and that is my grocery haul for the week. Okay, so because I've never done this lasagna with zucchini before, we weren't sure how much zucchini I would need to do this lasagna. When I make spaghetti, we need about 7 of them because zucchini holds a lot of moisture, and when you cook it out, it shrinks like to almost nothing. I have already cleaned off the counters, so what we're going to do is lay these all flat, as flat as you can. Now you're probably like, so you're not vegan, you're not a vegetarian, why the vegetables instead of pasta? Well, because it's low carb and it's delicious. Actually, I mean, I'll be the first person to tell you I love pasta, but this actually tastes really good, and I don't have a single issue with eating vegetables in place of my pasta because you would, I mean, if you think about it, all the flavor really comes from the sauce and the cheese and all that delicious goodness. So you're not really sacrificing any flavor. It's more so like texture. If you're 100% about, my husband's done made a mess. If you're 100% about the way a noodle feels and tastes, then you might not like it. But this is a low carb option that we actually like. If we have the money, we might go leaner on the meat, but generally it's more about the carbs than the fat that we're focused on. I mean, we don't want too high fat content either, but really as long as we can get low carb, that is the goal. If you have drying racks, I suggest using those instead. We do not own drying racks, so this is what we do instead. I know it's a little unorthodox, but counter's clean. We're the only ones eating it. Not a big deal. If you have drying racks, use them. And since I have extra of these, I might make a zucchini bread later. If you guys have never tried zucchini bread, you're missing out. Oh my goodness. Now, that you see all this laid out, this is the reason why we have to do that. You need to salt all of the zucchini. You're probably thinking, why? Like I said, it holds a lot of moisture, and to avoid your lasagna being watery, this will help dry it out. This needs to sit for 20 minutes, and then we'll come back and flip it over and do the same thing to the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to the eggplant real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, so remember, no measuring, but I put all 4 pounds of the hamburger meat in this pan to fry it, and I don't really like doing it this way just because it sits in a lot of the grease and it takes longer to cook. But I've got a little bit of this balsamic vinegar, some of this. Once all this meat is cooked, we'll strain it and put the tomato sauce in, which also has some of its own seasonings in it, so you don't want to do too much and overpower it. Now back to the zucchini. You're going to want to take a paper towel. Let's see if I can't get you real close. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know. The zucchini is sweating super bad because, like I said, it holds a lot of moisture. Pat it out. This would all be in your lasagna right now if you just went straight from cutting it and to putting it in your recipe. This paper towel is probably like a pound. I know this is a lot of paper towels, but you don't want to use a rag and get all the fuzzies on it. So this is just the way I've found best for patting these out. and I'm still getting a lot of moisture off of them from this towel, so I'm glad I went in with the second one to see what I could pull up. And now I'm gonna go in and flip them all over. Because we've got to do okay. Now, same process all over again. I'm going to take it, I'm going to salt it. You want to be generous with it, but you don't want to go way overboard. But you do want to get quite a bit on there. Like I said, you're going to get most of it up when you pat it out. So it's okay to go just a little heavy. And we're going to let it sit for another 20 minutes. My husband just strained the hamburger meat, making sure it's all nice and cooked. We don't want any raw pieces. Now it will cook a little bit more in the lasagna, so it doesn't have to be like overdone, but we want to try and get it as cooked as possible. Put these in there. Because like I said, it is 4 pounds of hamburger meat. I'm going to turn down the burner just a little bit. Get those in there. And I have chunky tomato, garlic, and onion. I just didn't want a meat sauce with as much meat as we're putting in it. It doesn't need meat sauce. So I like the garden. If I can find it with like green peppers and stuff in it too, I will also get that. This looks like a lot, but as soon as we start spreading it out, it really won't amount to very much. We're going to let that cook a little bit. It's not going to cook very high or fast, but it'll cook a little bit more. I don't remember my exact recipe, so this might be a little off, but I don't measure most of the time anyway. So we're going to take 32 ounces of ricotta, and then I'm just going to put the rest of this one in there so we don't have any leftovers, because I don't make lasagna enough to worry about it. And like I said, this looks like a lot, but once it gets spread out, it won't feel like that much. Now I'm doubling up this recipe, and I don't remember if I put 1 egg in my original or 2. So we're going to put it in. I'm going to put the 2 in, and then we'll see how it looks after we mix it up. This is where my biggest issue comes in, because I have a hard time with cheese. I put a lot more cheese in than what it asked for, and I never remember what the recipe says. So these bags of Parmesan are 6 ounces each. A little bit more. If you've never tried ricotta, I feel like it tastes super similar to, what is the word I'm looking for? Cottage cheese. Like maybe a mixture of cottage cheese and, sour cream-ish. It's not bad. It doesn't taste bad at all. That's probably way too much cheese, but that's the way I roll. Put a little bit of garlic salt. I'm really bad, or garlic powder. I'm really bad about garlic. I love it. And actually, I probably would have put some minced garlic in it had I had the garlic, but I'm going to put a little bit of oregano in here. I'll probably end up needing to put a little bit more of some of these. Put a little bit of red pepper flakes in. I can't do too much because my husband is sensitive to heat. He doesn't like spicy very much, so we've got to kind of be delicate on it. A little bit of parsley. A little bit more of oregano. Now this is going in 2 different lasagnas, so this looks like a lot, but it really won't be. And now we get the joys of going over to mix this up. I also can't remember if I put heavy cream in it or milk, but we'll see. We'll see how it does with just the egg before I put anything else in it. I do feel like I want this a little not too much because I know it's kind of clumpy, but just a little bit. That's probably the wrong way to go, but we're going to try it. And I actually make this lasagna, I mean, not every week or every month, but I make it quite often for what it is. If this didn't have egg in it, I'd probably eat it. I love cheese, like to an unhealthy point, but I love cheese. It makes it just a little bit fun. Push that all through. And this, my friends, is ready to go onto a lasagna. We're going to pat these dry again. There's a lot of steps, I understand, but it is so worth it. I'll put this here so I can get easy access to it. We're going to start off with the tomato sauce first. Try not to get as much of the meat in there so much as the tomato sauce. You just want it to spread. You can put oil in the bottom if you want, but this should help keep the noodles from sticking without needing like anything like that. Once you got that down, you're going to want your noodles. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever made it with zucchini. So we'll see how this turns out. Hopefully it's delicious. And we have a lot of pieces, so I'll just fill some spaces in. Okay, now we're going to go back in with this. It doesn't have to cover every inch, but you want a generous amount. Over here. Okay. Now I'll take the ricotta mixture. I should have put that thinner. You want to spread it out as best you can. It's really thick. It's supposed to be thick. That's kind of why I put a little bit of milk in there, just because it is thick and it is going to be thick. But if you can spread it out the best you can, that is going to be great because you will run out fast. That's why I also didn't mind putting a little bit extra in there. Now with the layers, I put some mozzarella, and I like to go a little heavy-handed on the cheese as always, but you do not have to. Okay. Now I'm going to put these down. I forget. If you're not sure how it will taste, I always say all the flavor is in this part right here. So, I mean, I don't think you're going to be missing out on anything by having the pasta as zucchini. Now, I love myself some pasta as much as the next person, don't get me wrong. I'm not some pasta hating weirdo, but it's really not, like, it tastes really good. So, we're going to try and get one more layer of noodles. Sometimes the layers mix together just a little bit, and like I would love to be that person that's like super neat and has very segregated layers, but I'm not. I'm just not. It's been a hot minute since we've had lasagna, so I am very excited. This already looks so delicious. This neck layer is going to have to be, or the next two layers are going to have to be thin. Man, I have packed what I can pack in here. Ugh, it smells good. I'm ready for dinner. Can we just eat right now? And technically everything's cooked except for the zucchini, and you can eat zucchini raw, so let's just eat. Oh no, the eggs aren't cooked in the ricotta. You're right. I gotta cook it, unfortunately. This is a thin layer, but that's okay. That's what we need for the top. She is beautiful. Super easy. If you have a mandolin, cutting this is going to be a million times easier also. So if you like homemade recipes like this, it would be something worth investing in, I think. Speaking from personal experience and having to cut things and like especially making this a few times and not being able to get the eggplant the same size everywhere, it was much better to just have the mandolin and have even slices. This would be better low carb if I had gotten the right tomato sauce. I just didn't look for it. So while you are on your little journey looking for all the ingredients, if you would like, I suggest low carb tomato sauce too, because they do make it and it tastes just as good. I just didn't think about it when I got it. We go through a lot of cheese in this house, like a lot of cheese. Sprinkle some Parmesan over the mozzarella. I forgot to preheat the oven, but you're going to want to preheat the oven for 300. You're going to want to preheat the oven for 350 degrees. This is what she looks like before she goes in. It in the oven, and I'm gonna set the timer for like I'm gonna put this down. case it drips. It'd be nice to catch some of it. But I'll put the timer on for 40 minutes and see how it's doing. With the eggplant, it usually takes about an hour or more, but the eggplant is a little bit tougher and takes longer to cook, so I'm gonna go try and set this in my deep freeze. See how it works. Alright guys, I have the zucchini lasagna in the oven right now, and I will check back in with you guys when the timer goes off. Timer just went off. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Let me know what videos you'd like to see in the future, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.